Welcome back to Never Enough Novels. Today I'm sharing a glimpse into what the celebrity book club picks are going to be for September 2024. This information is available from some industry insiders, so as always, I'm putting a disclaimer out there that these are subject to change, but as of right now, these are the expected books that are going to be picked for September. First up is the Good Morning America Book Club pick. This book club was first established back in 2019 and features a diverse range of books each month. You can follow along on their Instagram, which is GMA Book Club, or by using the hashtag GMA Book Club. Without further ado, the September 2024 book club pick for GMA is Colored Television by Danzy Senna. This is a dark comedy, and Danzy is tackling a bunch of different issues through the lenses of an aspiring screenwriter. For a quick summary, our main character Jane is finally given an opportunity to finish her second manuscript, which she's expecting will be her masterpiece, since her and her husband are going to be house sitting for a full year in LA. However, her epic novel doesn't turn out quite the way she hoped, so she pivots to Hollywood instead. After landing a meeting with a hotshot producer, she begins working on a revolutionary new television show. However, from there, things start to go horribly wrong. This book comes out on September 3rd, so get it while you can, or make your request at the library so you can get ahead of anyone else looking for the book. Next up is the Read with Jenna book club, which is hosted by Jenna Hager-Bush. She also started her book club back in 2019, and she focuses on discussion-worthy books from all different types of genres. She also has an Instagram where you can follow along with her picks and discuss the books, and her handle is @ReadWithJenna. The Read with Jenna September 2024 pick is Blue Sisters by Coco Meller. I was interested to see that this also was a Book of the Month pick for this month, so it's clearly going to be a hot book in the publishing world. The basic premise of this novel is that it's a literary fiction book that follows three sisters that are dealing with the death of their fourth sister. Each of these women live incredible lives of their own, but Nikki was the one who had previously held them all together. And after her death, they're each left reeling in different ways. A year after Nikki's death, they're all still dealing with their grief alongside a variety of other issues, but they end up coming together in New York City to try and stop their childhood apartment from being sold. But being back together is not as simple as they hoped, and they each end up facing their own individual hardships head on to try and get back to a life that they are in love with. This is another book that comes out on September 3rd, so you can pre-order it now, or if you're a Book of the Month member, you can select this as your option for this month. The third book club I'm going to share with you today is Oprah's book club. Now, her timetable is a little bit different than the other celebrity book clubs. She doesn't always release her picks on a monthly basis, so it's kind of up to her own timetable to determine when her next pick is coming out, but she does have a new one that kind of coincides with the beginning of the month. And we just found out that that book is going to be Tell Me Everything by Elizabeth Strout. So Elizabeth Strout is very familiar due to her Olive Kitteridge series, and Tell Me Everything is actually the fifth book in that series. So if you're a fan of Olive and the other characters, this will be a great pick for you. However, I feel like it's not as welcoming as the other picks because you obviously do need some history here before you would pick this book up. I don't think it's necessarily one that you would want to just read as a standalone, since it's obviously the fifth book in a series and deals with all of these characters that we would have been familiar with if you've read the other books. In this book, Elizabeth returns to the small town of Crosby, Maine, so it's a familiar setting, but a murder rocks the town and the people who live there. So our characters are dealing with a shocking crime and the fallout from this unexpected event that happened. It forces all of them to kind of rethink their lives and wonder, what does life really mean? Just a note that this one doesn't come out until September 10th, so you can pre-order it now, but it will be a little bit longer until you're actually able to read it. Usually Reese's Book Club is another one that I would share as well, but she hasn't released her pick yet, so stay tuned and I'll try and share that information as soon as I find it out. Hopefully this gives you a little head start on these new celebrity book club picks for September.